What's up, y'all? It's Ebb and Flow. All right, so I'm going to talk about some real stuff that happens in the workplace. Uh, and it's a lot of favoritism going on, like amongst how like the bosses treat the different employees and stuff. And believe me, there are favorites. You get what I mean? So this is what's going on in my job right now. Like, no lie, you could be the highest performer. Like, they may not like you per se, but you the one who get results. And you're the best person in there when it comes to getting results. Everybody else kind of just like making the day go by. They're not really putting in the work. Let's say they're not benefiting the company financially to be able to, be able to say that they get results the way they do, right? But the boss still has certain favoritism towards certain employees. Maybe it's because they've been there a long time, or it could even be because of race. But they don't really get results the way you do. So let me just explain. So then when it comes time, like the quarter ends and stuff like that, and it's time to get raises and stuff like that, you may even be thinking about a promotion. Yeah, you get results, but the boss still don't really like you like that. So every little thing is kind of like, damn, like I wish this other employee would have got the same results he did. I know this guy's killing it over here, but I don't really like him like that. So it's like, I wish, like I'm still not going to give him the special treatment the way I would this other employee who I like, but he don't really get the results I want. So you got that. So let's say I were the type of person, like, I know I'm getting these results and I know I want a promotion. I know my worth. I'm going to start asking for it. I'm going to start like, or, I'm not going to be direct, straightforward like that. Like, okay, I get the promotion, but it's just this little things you do, you pull them aside like, yo, what's the growth opportunities like in this job? If I want a promotion, I know they're not giving it to me, or I know they're not giving me a certain type of raise that I want. Cool. I don't really care, because I could leave the job and go somewhere else. It's not that easy. It's easier said than done, but I could say to myself, okay, well, this job ain't really treating me right. They're not treating me right based off of my results, so I might as well just start applying other places. You start running into the thing where you start applying to jobs, you need references. So you like, okay, my boss, I'm not really cool with my boss like that. He's not really going to probably give me a good reference. He's not going to really be a good reference the way maybe some of my other employees will be, because, we rock with each other like that on that level. I could go to this person over here and I know he's going to be a good reference for me. If this job calls them, they're going to give me a good reference. But then ultimately what it comes down to is, the longer you stay at a job, people get used to you being there, and people get used to seeing you on a certain type of level, and they don't want you to leave that level. Like, this doesn't go for everybody, but this really is what goes on, because it's like deep down, people aren't hating on you per se. They just more so naturally get used to seeing you at a certain level. Let's say it might be the first level managers looking at the regular employees. I'm used to seeing Joe Blow over here at a certain level. So if he come to me talking about, oh, I need you as a reference, can you be my reference for me? I'm not really gonna want to see you go anywhere else and do better than me. So no, I'm not gonna give you that reference. They're not gonna say that, but this is how they move. This is how people move. Like, this is what's going on in my job right now. It's a lot of just people are comfortable where they're at. They don't want to really go nowhere else. So when they see you over here wanting to level up and do better things, they don't really want to watch you leave and do way better than they will. So they kind of won't even be, nah, fuck that. I ain't going to be your reference. I'm not going to be one of your references. You're going to have to figure it out yourself. Like, it's every person for themselves out here. Like, and more and more, the older you get, the more you realize this, and you got to just shake it off and keep it pushing, because it's stuff like this that'll ruin your mental health. And it kind of be like, yo, why don't people want to see me win? Why ain't I like, why am I stuck? I feel stuck. Why do I feel stuck? And you start to then, if you don't have the right mindset, you'll start to put the blame on everybody else but yourself, because some of these things that are happening could be due to other people in a way holding you down, but you still got to have the mindset that, yo, I can't sit up here and blame everybody else, because everybody for themselves out here. It's a dog eat dog world. You have to learn how to still just get places on your own. Like, you can't always be, I'm not going to rely on Joe Blow over here to be a good reference for me, and oh, he's the only way I could be able to get a certain type of job. Like, you just can't be that way. So there's stuff like that. You know, it's crazy out here. And you know, it's human nature to want to have support from other people. We crave that type of shit. Like, we want support from other people. You know, if you have that in your life, you're blessed. You're really blessed. And don't take it for granted. Be very grateful for it. Because in this world, most people don't have your best interest, and most people don't want to see you kind of do better than what you're already, like the level that you're already on. They're used to seeing you that way. They're used to seeing you at that position, and subconsciously they want to keep it that way. So they don't really want you to grow. They don't want you to do other things. So, and then you would think it's the opposite, because you would think, okay, damn, if this boss or this person hates me so much, he might want to help me go somewhere else and level up and do better things. But no, that it's none of that. They don't want you to have nothing. They don't want you to have anything. Like, they don't care. They could tolerate you when you're with them at that low level on that place. They could tolerate you then. Like, even though they don't like you, they could tolerate you. But to see you go somewhere else, they don't like that shit. And like, ultimately it comes down to, you just got to figure it out. You got to keep pushing. You got to every single day put in that work to just, you know, find something different. Like, you know, just when you think there will be people who will assist you, like, in the end, it's a lonely game out here, and you're going to be out here alone. The concept that I'm speaking about applies to everything in life. I'm just talking about the workplace right now, you know. And what made me think about this video is because this is what's going on in my job right now. I'm gonna start making more videos on these. Like, yo, I'll probably make a title specifically related to this. Early on, when I was making videos, I had 2 jobs at the time. I had just got my 2 jobs. I lost one of them. Like, that's a long story. I didn't really get fired, but I had lost one of my jobs, and I wasn't really tripping at all because I had the other job. So that's what made me, you know, it makes it way better. Like, I could just fall back on this other job. This is like my main job right now. So you got that. So I'm actively looking. I do need references, you know, and I got them. It's just that, you know, other day I kind of because I asked this dude twice. I said, you know, the first time I asked, he was happy to offer me it. He was happy to agree to it and be like, yeah. But like, you know, I asked him a second time the other day, and I could kind of sense that, like, because more time went by, he kind of like, damn, like, I got used to this guy being here, and I got used to kind of seeing him at this level, and it kind of hits me the wrong way to see him leave and potentially be doing better than me. So nah, like, I'm a lie and say that I want to be his reference and that, yeah, I'll support you all the way. But deep down, let's say a new job ever calls me and asks me, yo, how is this guy right here? Like, he claims that you worked with him. How does he work, you know, in this job setting? Like, I'm gonna give him like a lazy, I'm gonna give that person like a lazy reference, so to speak. Like, this is what's going on in this world right now. It's crazy. Like, it's really crazy out here. You have to really, like, you have to keep it pushing. You have to ultimately be on your own and do things on your own. You have to manifest things on your own, like, the rest of the way. I'm gonna make another video on this type of thing, but I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. I am going somewhere with this. So the next video I'm gonna drop is gonna be on this same thing. You know, this is just a video leading up to the next. All right, please subscribe to the channel if you like this video, if you like the channel, if you stumbled across this channel and you know you like, I can rock with this guy, please hit subscribe for me. I appreciate all of you so much. Thank you for viewing. You know, thank you for supporting. If you even pressed like, if you made a comment, if you subscribed, I appreciate each and every single one of you. I remember some of you even back from the earlier days when I first started. So thank you very much. I will see y'all in the next video.